Well, hello, and welcome to Amur, but with Season 11 things. Oh, sorry, I'm a little bit late. I had about, 30 seconds left on the countdown and did a massive sneeze, so I had to dash away to get some blue roll. Hope everyone is well. Niboons, ITA Clips, Arden, Bryce Pearl Gaming, hope you're all doing very well. My driver has nodded off. But yes, as you can see from the title and from the images, we're in Amur, because we're going to give these things a proper test. I did a little bit of testing with the Burlak yesterday, because I recorded the first episode of the Season 11 Let's Play. So I thought I would bring it to Amur to really put it through its paces, and I think I've got an ideal mission for it. So if we look at the map, which is, blank, there's a little trailer up here, which unlocks a warehouse that's about here. So we're going to go and do that. Oh, hey, O'Neill. Welcome. So a few things I've learned about this truck. The stock gearbox, I'm just going to get started. The stock gearbox is basically an advanced special gearbox. So if I just toggle the all-wheel drive there, it doesn't change the fuel consumption, so you might as well just drive with all-wheel drive on all the time. How's the new season going for me? Yeah, alright so far. I've explored everywhere in the first map, pretty much. I said getting all the watchtowers, there are 2. There's a lot more manual exploring needed. Got the Burlak. I think I did 2 missions in what I recorded yesterday. Hopefully that'll be, I don't know, either soon. It's coming soon. I don't want to say when, because I don't know how long it'll take me to edit it down, but I thought, yeah, as I hadn't done much during the week because I've been away from home, I thought I would do a Snowrunner stream today rather than some Armored Core. And I mean, as you can see, the first bit's normally a bit easier. This bit here will be the bigger test. I mean, that's pretty good through there. It has really, really good ground clearance. Also, you can swap the trailer hitch. So the only trailers this thing can't move are saddle-based trailers, but it can have a scout hitch and a regular hitch, which is pretty good. So I've put a lot of, I think the only weighty thing I've not put on is the frame, like the roll cage thing. But I've added a lot of weight in having the mini crane on the back and the roof rack, and there's repair parts inside. Whoop. Oh wow, it's been so long since I've been in Amur. Well, hey Sam, I wouldn't say you're late. I only started technically 4 minutes ago, so. No, there are 2 new trucks. So you've got this, wow. You got this, and the Neo Falcon 2000, which does look a bit like the car Marshall, but a bit more aggressive. It's got those angry headlights. And a very generic horn. So yeah, I thought, well, what's the best testing ground for any big truck like this? Surely it's got to be Amur. But where the curtain side trailer is, it's a bit of a bog out there, so I figured we'll see how it does. Its power to weight isn't great. You can't, there's only one engine. You either have the stock or a freeway gearbox. So that's as much power as you get. Maybe B+ if you take the crane off. That's quite a nice little horn. Inside, nice and spacious. Inside, it's modern. Though the speedo, I think they were a little optimistic with the speedo because it goes to 200 kilometers per hour. which, I don't know, what's that, like 160 miles an hour? So I mean, if you did 130 kilometers per hour, that's about 80 miles per hour, which I think is still optimistic for this. The one thing I found really dumb is the wing mirror placement, because as you can see, most of it is taken up by the truck and the snorkel, which is the same for both sides. The snorkel options are actually pretty cool for this one, but yeah, if you were to look at it from the front, the mirror is entirely occupied by the vehicle. Right, so we're gonna head down over to this next icy bit. But so far I like it. Can it carry stuff? Yep, it can have a flatbed. You can take off. So this is like a canvas area. So you can take this off. It has a single slot flatbed. You're a bit gutted it doesn't float. Wait, how deep was the water? I haven't rolled it over yet, so I don't know how hard it is to tip back over. But one thing I did notice was that low plus seemed to be about the same speed as high gear. But high gear might be just a smidge slower. Right. So just under 30. Yeah, this the needle drops. The low gear is slower. High gear is slower. So there isn't really a use for the high gear at all, which is a bit unusual. Well, it's a bit like the Mastodon, actually. The Mastodon's high gear is painfully slow. Do I keep going around? Or, you know, if your ground's solid, you can get up to... Ooh, that was 50 kilometers per hour there. And another good thing, it's great at traversing ditches because it doesn't have any overhang, really. So with... Wait, so with the roof rack... So with the roof rack and the slant back truck kit, try saying that 3 times, you've got 350, 400, what, 400 and... No, I'm looking at the wrong number. 380, it's another 80, 460 litres of fuel on board. I think the maximum fuel consumption I've seen, where I've got it to, is just under 10. It's like 9.5, 9.6. So you're gonna be you'll be able to drive this even at maximum consumption for about a year without having to stop. You're looking at not far off an hour, which I mean you can see here it's fighting a bit. There you go, 7, 8, 9 and a bit. I mean no terrain is ever that arduous for that long. But if you got an average of between, well, say about 5 with 430 leads, you can drive forever. I wonder how it deals with the big logs. I mean, just trundling along. I mean, I don't expect that the Neo Falcon will perform to the same level as this, because this makes the Voron D look small. Which is what I used as my scout for the first of the new maps, Mountain Ridge. Recent trucks have been very generous. Yeah, I mean, I mean, you might not want to run the roof rack, and if you have the flatbed, you won't get the extra 100 from that either. So that would still limit you. But I mean, look at it. I mean, low gear, 3.5 liters a minute, the 280-liter fuel tank. Is it better or worse than the Kenny? Well, they're for two different, very different purposes. I mean, for hauling freight and cargo, there's you want the Kenworth. But way back when the PTS first updated, I did tow a 2-slot trailer behind this, and yeah, there weren't really any issues. So you could quite happily, because it's a rear-mounted crane, you could quite happily tow a trailer with some cargo. But what I'm probably going to do is equip the Scout trailer hitch, because the trailers are a lot lighter. It puts less strain on the trucks. Oh, what I want is all the way over there. It's because I've been yammering. But it's pretty difficult to get the setup of this thing wrong, because the only thing you can change is the gearbox. You can't change the tires, you can't change the engine. I wouldn't... Ooh. Maybe depending on the map, I wouldn't really change the gearbox. Maybe if you were taking this to somewhere that was very road heavy, or if you weren't going to use it for much off-roading, maybe put the freeway gearbox on. But freeway, highway, whatever it's called. But I don't know how heavy this thing is, but I mean, it seems heavy enough to just push through. Plus, I mean, the crane pushes down the back of the truck. But I mean, it's probably getting through here at the same speed as what the Tatarin would do. Which, you know, it doesn't really have ground clearance working on its side in its favour. See, can we manage any faster? Not really. Kind of. We'll see how it goes on with one of the heaviest rear hitch trailers. These things are annoyingly heavy for some reason. There you go, through that like nothing. So if you've not done Amur, you come and get this, and it gets you access to a warehouse with a lot of spare materials that come in, very much come in handy. I think, Arden, did you say something about it being alright on ice? I've not tested ice yet, but you know what Amur's got plenty of? Ice roads. Right, we'll see. This is the real test now. This trailer's got little wheels. Well, relatively little wheels. 16 of them. And we're just going to try... I think this trailer, what, weighs 8 ton? So it's like chain mud tires, yeah. Yeah, no permanent. The all-wheel drive, though, Sam, you can just leave on. It doesn't consume extra fuel. Because the stock gearbox is basically an advanced special gearbox. So if I sit still, but consumption doesn't change. So you can just, like the Tatra Force and stuff, you can just leave all-wheel drive on. It's no issue, really. The diff lock not being always on is a bit more of a nuisance, but it's slower. Like I mentioned earlier, it's slower in high gear than what it is in low plus. So even if you had diff lock on with high gear, you wouldn't be going any faster. So it's no real loss, actually. You might as well just cover up the H. Although I suppose it would be more useful if you had the highway Highway, freeway, whatever they're calling it on this truck. Oh, why have I gone this way? Means I'm gonna have to drag this trailer over this silly tree. Oh, unless I take a right there. But I think for most trucks, this little mission is far from the most straightforward. My steering seems to be hindered a bit by this trailer. Or I'm just going pretty slowly. Yeah, I'm gonna go back this way and avoid the tree, just entirely. Never understood that. If it doesn't consume more fuel, why not have it always on? Yeah, I know. It's always something, you know, when you transition to a new map or get in it, you just have to switch it on. Yep, traction still lacking. Man, this trailer sucks. One thing I did notice about the high gear, might be able to do it here, is even at low revs, you can actually keep it in high gear. Although, you know, in coming out of low range, I've lost the diff lock. So let's put that back in. Oh, have I got it stuck? Yep, it's just the bloody weight of the trailer stopping me climbing the rocks. Right, let's get that. Oh, it does not like that, does it? It looks like it's about to snap. As it wedged between some rocks. Give it some welly. There we go, it's through the rocky bit. Come on. Oh, this thing is so heavy. I mean, pretty sure the only other scout that can do this is the Tatterin, but it can't actually attach to the trailer. So you would need something else to actually hitch to. This snow's not even that deep. I know another good little test area to drive this through. I'm pretty sure that only the 605R and the Mastodon can get through it without any issues. I was about to show you on the map, then realize I can't because there's nothing to see. But this is the kind of ground where, you know, you can't get through it with speed. Traction is non-existent. You did this mission with the with the White Western Star. Ooh. Have I tried the 612H yet? Supposedly the high gear speed has been fixed. I will have to have a look at that. So I think I had a look when they added season 10 and it was still slow. But some people on the Reddit seem to think it's slow on purpose. Like, well, that doesn't make sense. It's not really a high gear slower than low minus. We able to go? Yeah, I mean, the sheer weight. Why'd they give this trailer 16 wheels? Oh, wow. Actually, yeah, the suspension travel's not massive on this thing. See with the wheel coming off the ground there. Oh, we might be here a while, eh? See, no, that's about the same. That's about the same. That's about the same. So, oh, what speed are we doing? Just above 0. Just want suspension on the Mastodon. It bumbles and wobbles around. Yeah, it's so wide, but it's that enormous overhang that it has. Did they add fuel tanks to it yet? That was actually one of my main gripes, was the fact that it didn't have any fuel tanks that are visible. A bit like the Bandit. Where is it holding the, what is it, 500 litres? Right. Oh yeah, this has fuel tank. Oh, it's under the steps. Ooh. And I bet this thing is horrible to drive in high winds, because it's just a big slab. Alright, we've got some woody ground. We'll get some traction now of it. Really pushing it, got to 11 litres a minute consumption. You did it with a Tuts 420, yeah, but then you still have to attach it to something else to actually deliver the trailer, I think. Or can you just tow it in there? I can't remember. It's been forever. It's in fact been a year since I made the video about it. Well, the 605R, you can actually see the suspension travel. On the Mastodon, it acts like the suspension is the tires. Yeah, I find the Mastodon just looks... It looks proportionally odd. Like, when it came out, I had a look at it in Spintires, and everything seemed fine. But I don't know, in Snowrunner, the proportions just seem weird, like not quite right. It's like the uncanny valley of trucks. You know, I need a bit of power. Hey, why are they giving highway tires? It's very low, and the space in between the axles as well. You have to work a little more. Yeah, no worries, Sam. Hope work goes quickly. Right, let's get down onto the ice. I shouldn't have any issues crossing the ice gaps. So we've used 100, just over 100, and yeah, 104 liters so far, which is really not bad. And it's not even hard to get this truck. You don't even have to fix it or fuel it. You just... The difficult bit is getting it out of the swamp, which isn't that difficult. And then once you get it on the road, you just drive to the delivery point. It's like difficulty 1 out of 10. Just gotta fight with these rocks. Actually seems to have like decent rock traction. How many liters does it have in total? So you got 280 in the fuel tank, as you can see. The roof rack has 80, and the slant back trunk kit, which is this whole rear section, has another 100. So what did I say it was before? 400 and something. 180, 380, 440, I think, altogether, which is pretty massive. Hey, not running out of fuel with this thing anytime soon. It's very fuel efficient. I mean, look, yeah, 5th gear, 3.5 liters. Actually, yeah, It's gripping the ice really well. Alright, and that was the wrong gear. Right, back into high. Back into low, even. Shut the IRL version. Oh, yep, I'll have a look at that later on. I think I've got the Spintires picture somewhere, where it has fuel tanks between the second and third axles. Must be lonely though driving it, because you know, you got your single seat. Maybe there's somebody behind you, and if you've got a co-driver, they're actually just in a different compartment. So yeah, it is a bit of a shame that it doesn't have diff lock always on. I don't know, with something this big, you would, I don't know, maybe expect it? It's hard to know with some things. Soviet artillery truck. Yeah, perfect for logging. I think its function in Spintires pretty much was recovery. So you could put a big crane on the back. Well, it didn't even move that far. And it had 1,000-litre capacity. I mean, but it consumed, I think, an average about 30, so. Right, so we want to avoid the dodgy looking bits. There's an ice driving lesson here. If it looks like it might break, don't drive on it. Stuff closest to the shore tends to not break, but there are some rare occasions where it does. See, it's a slightly different color, slightly different shade of grey blue. That stuff will break, so we just avoid it. Should probably see, actually. I'll detach. Whoa! Ah, those brakes are really good. Almost too good. We'll break the ice and see how well it goes through or gets out. Oh, okay. Well, we just decided not to punch through today. Wow, what is it? Come on, there's got to be a sinky bit somewhere. Okay, here's a bit more sinky. There we go, right. Ground clearance is still so much that it does not matter. And only if I didn't have the crane on, it might not even sink in. Oh. Perfect for those Emandra crossings. Right, let's grab back onto this bad boy. Suppose I could just drive across the, drive wherever I want to. Yeah, front brake's a bit too good. They get out the Maz 7904. It's Mastodon on steroid. Oh, the 12x12, yeah. 140 ton empty. Well, that means then that whatever you put on it, the performance shouldn't change, really. Oh yeah, the trailer will definitely go through because it's terrible. Right, about to be flipped by one of these bits of ice, no doubt. I wonder if this is actually meant for Arctic exploration. Or Antarctic. Alright, here's the... got to jump the gap. With some other trucks, this can be a bit tricky because they drop down a bit fast. Nope. Barely a bump. .4 litre turbo diesel. So 20 kettles of fuel in the cylinders. Jeez. I mean, it could probably pull trains. Rocket sleds. Whoops. Oh. I was trying to have a drink and I at the same time managed to pause the game, take a screenshot and nearly spill my drink. Oh, and change the camera from truck to trailer. I thought I had game bar disabled. Huh. It was meant to move the spatial. Well, there we go. See, Bryce. So what, just used over half the fuel tank now, having driven pretty far. We'll see how it does with some cargo. Come on! Now we're just effectively just understeering. Let all the left wheels spin frantically. We can see how it deals with the concrete blocks. Oh, honestly, O'Neill, this thing takes 5-10 minutes to get hold of. It's really easy. These blocks have been a pain for many people. 105 foot long. So, oh my god. 30 meters. What about 30-ish meters long? Yeah, that's pretty overkill. Right, let's take this back to... I'll just run through the customization options. So, engine. Gearbox. Can't change the suspension. Can't change the tires. Yep. Yeah, I'm yet to tip this thing over. I imagine it's not going to be great to get it back on its wheels. Diff lock is engageable. Yep. So your snorkel options are that, which is pretty cool. Or the ones that obscure in the mirrors. It depends, you know, if you want to traverse an ocean or something. So you got, so we're going to go with the flatbed. There is the safety cage. I'm going to add that on, just why not? You can switch between your trailer sizes. So that's for your scouts and that's for your regular. I think for now, yeah, we'll stick with a heavy one. And the crane. So yeah, so if I take the crane off, yeah, it's B+ without the crane. Is the new trucks out already? Yeah, the update was yesterday. So both trucks are available. Let's grab a trailer. There you go, there's the other one, the Neo Falcon. which also, you'll notice, has pretty good clearance. Oh, there's new scout trailers as well, like this one. So it's like a miniature maintenance frame add-on. Hey David, I wouldn't really agree that the diff lock on a toggle hinders it, because high gear is slower than low plus. So you just drive in low plus. You just gotta turn it off every now and again. Why can't I use this one? I mean, it's big enough. Alright, we're gonna go with the sideboard bed. Will there be a new map as well? Oh yeah, there's always a new region. One region, 2 maps. And then the final season will be 4 maps. Ah, I think this should be at Expeditions. Right, so we're gonna do... I do 3 bits of cargo. I think the bridge, that's a route. We can do that. And with the crane being at the back, nice and useful. Right, so towing a trailer through here, how's that gonna fare? Oh, there you go. It's thrown that tree away like a banana skin. I think, you know, trucks like the Twin Steer, another big off-roaders, don't get through this so easily. I don't understand why they've called it Scandinavia, as if Scandinavia is a country. But everywhere else is either, you know, like a county or whatnot of county or a region inside a country, or like a state of the US maps. But yeah, when it comes to Europe, it's like, nope, Scandinavia, it's a mesh. Look at that nice clear day in Amur. Whoa. I mean, this, you gotta admit, it goes pretty well. But yeah, you just leave the all-wheel drive always on, because why wouldn't you, really? Oh, I've done that badly. Let's go. Yeah, the engine's still running. Right, how are we going to get out of this one? Come on, deploy the crane quicker. No. Alright, I went into that one a bit gung-ho. Oh, I killed the suspension. The suspension's only got 80 points. Oh, that's bad. Why does the gearbox have 200? Ugh. Why the gearbox does not need 200 points. Suspension 80. I mean, to be fair, if you're whacking the suspension on this thing, you've got pretty big problems. Right, I can get out this way, can't I? Oh no, these are red barrels, they might explode. There we go, can traverse explosive barrels without exploding. At the moment, it does seem a bit like a go-anywhere mobile. Yeah, exactly, Arden. Nobody ever breaks the gearbox. To actively break the gearbox, you either have to do this, drive on a hard surface with diff lock on, or damage the engine so much that when you take further collision damage, it does damage the gearbox. But that's pretty rare. And yet they'll give trucks hundreds of points in gearbox. Yes, I wonder how this thing drives with a flat tire. Or 3. Try and figure that one out. So there's a little bit missing in the back of the roof at the top. A little box. Weird. Oh, which melon left the trailer up there like that? The brakes are a bit too good. Jeez, I nearly knocked my juice over. That would have been really bad. Yeah, scraping the undercarriage, if you didn't have much of a thin skid plate, you know, scraping on rocks should... That'd be too much like a sim then. And yeah, right. Let's go across properly this time. Oh yeah, didn't have diff lock in, so that looks a bit weird. Funny, we flew across there first time. Have to do the metal beam test as well. See if the weight of the truck is enough that it doesn't just fall over when using the crane. Yeah, it's those concrete blocks that always tore my suspension apart. And tires, the ones heading up the hill towards the rocket assembly area. Yeah, I mean, the ones on here, these ones. Oh, the number of tires I lost here in hard mode, probably incalculable. Calculable? That's why we're testing full beans. Oh yeah, I don't think this thing has spare tires actually. I mean, where would it go? You haven't lost a single tire in Amur. Maybe I'm just too reckless. T-paused on the nose. Right, let's see how the vehicle handles grabbing a metal beam. Right, is it gonna fall over? It's gonna lean, but it's not gonna fall. I mean, hang on. Alright. Can you... I know it's a struggle, little crane, but, you know, you have like one job. It's to lift cargo. And you don't even do that very well. All right, don't use this. Oh my God, this crane's garbage. What have they done? I swear it's never been that bad. Try and just jimmy the beams in there. Come on. There we go. Right, that one's in. Right, let's pack that. We're gonna need another one. So we'll put that on the single bed. A poor show from the little Russian crane. Which is weird because all the the truck performance is definitely biased towards Russian vehicles, yet the crane is absolute rubbish. Right, can you... Oh my god, no, I want to twist it around. Oh. Don't you just... Right, that's it. Don't you just love the crane controls? It might be the lightest, but it's also the worst. Alright, full power. There we go. Let's just make our center of gravity really high. See what happens. I wonder if they've... because it's used to being behind the cabin rather than being at the back of the truck. So the use of it is all actually back to front. So it should be the other way around. It should be turned around. Right, I'm not going to hit the brakes because I'll end up doing a massive wheelie. Hey, Zatanna. Right, let's see if we can lift. Right, bring it in and hoist. Ooh. Oh man, it's just it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch this crane, dude. Right, that's as close as I am to getting that in there. There we go. Yeah, maybe the crane's not such a good idea. Yeah, it is very low. And also weak. Could it build the bridge, please? Oh, right, yeah, it's two-phase. Right, let's get the trailer out of the way. That's about out of the way. Climbing the icy roads pretty well. The ability to switch between, you know, having the option of the loading cranes would be really good. Rather than just being lumbered with this piece of crap. Right, in theory, it shouldn't be very hard to load a single cube of cargo. But we're about to find out. Is that the right thing? Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time I've picked the wrong box. But at least, you know, when it did pick up the metal beams, it didn't fall over. So, you know, it might be alright if you use the ramped flatbed trailer, although that is also quite heavy. Or you know, on these missions where you've got to recover like one cargo. Right, that's about in the middle. See, look at that for a dynamic load. Yeah. I think ultimately this truck is a bit more usable, Scout. Yeah. Well, it's going to get a thorough test in Season 11, given it can tow multiple kinds of trailers. The best test is to just use it as much as possible. I wasn't anticipating it would actually get that much use, but I mean, look at it go. Double cargo in, because the bed's actually wide enough for both. Yeah, I've got the thing on. And it's steering. Yeah, its steering isn't bad. Right, oh, come on. Back that. We built a bridge. Never seen a road built like that before. Alright, let's drag a trailer up this hill, see what that's like. Driving the Neo Falcon's gonna be such a contrast. You'll be lucky if I can even get it through snow. Whoa, take it through here. Oh. It's a bit... I'm not sure it would fit. It's a bit narrow. I'm going to lug an empty trailer, because this is a pretty uneven road. So we're just going to go full on, see what happens. It stayed in gear. That was pretty good. Not a lick of damage. You got the Azov 7 through there. I mean, the Azov 7's got really good handling and isn't very tall. It's the trees in the 7. Pretty sure the Azov 7 is smaller than this. But I never used the factory. I always got my metal beams from somewhere else. And there's a spot up here that I wanted to try. Although, for the life of me... Oh, it's down there, that's why. I mean, yes, it's good on the ice. I think given how easily I've just driven up the hill. Right, by this pylon. Most stuff cannot traverse across this area in front of me. But the 605 and I presume the Mastodon can. I mean, it's not a fast route, but it is a bit of a shortcut. And I'm still in 5th gear. Somehow. Oh, these... Ah! God, the camera. Right, let's take the strain off the... Ah, with a little winch usage, yeah. The 605R does not need a winch, and in fact, can tow a vehicle through here. God, the camera is the worst. It's because it's got the ground clearance. Because look, we've got water. So I would normally be a bit more off to the right where it's just snow, but getting through here. Slowly but surely. Yeah, I thought it might have been able to do this. Might as well just ease off a bit. Hey, this could potentially become a bit of a recovery vehicle. I mean, it'd be a lot slower through here with a trailer, mind you, but yeah, as suspected, it's done a pretty good job. The death pit and the Cosmodrome. That, unfortunately, the map is not open. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing for me. Because this is just part of a new game plus save. But there you go. There's that cut through done. And it did hold 5th gear. Only until I changed. It never actually dropped the gear. 3,000. It's just at maximum revs. Now, normally other trucks would then slow down a little bit and you just go straight back to first. Whoop. Oops. Oh. Right, might have to actually be that. Alright, let's get me a bit closer. Oh, should we roll it over the other way? Yes, you should never really damage the underside. That looks like fairly solid armor. Apart from the fuel tanks are the only things that are exposed. What about cracking ice? Does it get stuck? Nope, it just drove straight over. That's what we tested down here. We drove over the sinking ice and it just kind of said no. Close enough? Yeah. Oh. It's just really big. It's just quite awkward. Right. Let's use some brain power. Right. Pull the back around. I'm going to be facing the wrong way, but... Oh. That boulder popped out of there then. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's got this annoying temp where it will just slide across the bodywork. There are some very annoying trucks like that, where when you winch them, they just slide across the ground. You're like, well, what's the point in winching it sideways? Alright, let's bomb it down this hill. I reckon I can get down there. We're all terrain testing now. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Nope. Oh, it's gone again. Go on, keep going, keep going. Keep going. No. Power of the winch. There we go. Just as working as intended. Where do I go from here? Whoa, Boulder's throwing it around. There we go. So yeah, you can pretty much just send this anywhere. It'll get there. I mean, it does have a pretty substantial footprint. I mean, that is breakable ice, and it, has it got like a weird weight value? There we go. All it's missing is a high saddle attachment, and you've basically got an all-rounder. So what's which is the mission? Is it solid rock? No. Is it supply lines? Nope. God, I can't remember. Oh, that's a different country. Oh, that's this landslide near the tunnel. That's this map. There. God, that's a lot of cargo, isn't it? See through here. Here's always a little bit awkward, but yeah, because heap of work isn't done, we can't go into Cosmodrome. Whoa. There's only one other place I can sort of think of where this might have a little bit of trouble. And that is in... I think it's still in Kola Peninsula, technically. But this bit where you go past the little village. and it's just really deep. But I mean, at the moment, apart from, I mean, you can't really call it tip prone. The times I've tipped it over, it's either fell off a ridge or the ground has been less than even. The crane's a bit low, making it really difficult because it's such a short crane as well. Not really many issues with it at all, to be honest. Oh, that dropped off. Weird. Right. Up, 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 up. Oh, there's a UFO up there. It is also unique. Yeah, it's not just a box standard regular truck. I think it's probably the closest we're going to get to a Unimog as well, given it's that similar design philosophy. Although the Unimog is a 4x4 typically. Right, we'll grab this. I can still take it to the gate at least. Still haven't even used half the fuel tank again since... Where have I gone? So I went, what, here? Across the bridge. Up, down, across there. That way. And then up there. Through here to here. And I've still got 56% of the fuel left. Hey, that's pretty crazy. I'm gonna break the gearbox. Let me break it. The trailer hitch should be swappable in options instead of in garage. Yeah, I don't see why they couldn't just have it hanging lower rather than taking it off. But it's the same issue with the Aramatsu Foresters. Logging frame switching between short and medium logs. It's literally just a bar. But no, you have to go to the garage. Hey Kim, welcome, welcome. But yeah, they could just have the scout here, scout trailer hitch, just underneath. That is some banking. Don't know why I took such a wide line through that corner. Had a quick go on Season 11 last night. It's quite a nice map. There's a lot of manual exploration to do. It's not all just hit the watchtowers, because there are only 2. There's only 1 upgrade in the first map, and it's not going to be for this because there's nothing to change. But this is one of the trucks from Season 11. Yep, what is it? The Burlak 6x6. It's pretty good. Oh, I did notice, yeah, there are a few generator areas. Yeah. No. Oh no. I think there was one in the map available, but it still means keeping it fueled. There's a couple of houses you can break down for wood as well. Limited cargo is back. You have to find, yeah, it doesn't take long to find. It does a very simple mission to unlock it. No fixing or repairs, just drag it to a house. It's like the Kenworth mission with fewer steps. Yeah, I mean, it's not a difficult map. I used the Voron, well, so it's not a difficult map to explore. I explored it with a Voron D. It's kind of a blast. I didn't really get stuck. I haven't found any particularly bad areas for getting stuck or anything. Right, we'll drop this off at the gateway, and then I will jump in the Neo Falcon 2000. Oh, the fuel usage is much lower. Oh, that's good. Or I mean, ordinarily I always park them up with a truck with a tanker. You're not gonna very quickly go through all of that and more, unless you're just there deleting cargo. Right? Let's see. Can we go up in auto, or is it? No. Oh, it does not like. Ah, yeah. Right side's just all spinning. Come on, steer. Get your wheels down. So this is where the crane is being a hindrance, putting too much weight on the back, lifting the front. And there's basically zero flex. Yep, no worries, Arden. God, it's really bright. Here's this, oh! Oh, wow. That's a whoops. I always get stuck on this lamppost. Oh, no. No, turds. I just wanted to see what the underside looked like again. Following the traditions of the little trailer over there. Oh, the wheels are still going round. Down but not out. Not entirely sure what I'm gonna do from here. With only one post nearby. Ooh, maybe with a bit of purchase. Darn. Oh. All right, over to these trees. We're gonna get a wiggle. Use this as a weight. Definitely one of the more cumbersome trucks to try and flip over. Damn it. Almost had it. Right, let's put the crane back. Ooh, that's not great. Without autonomous winch, you are kind of a bit stuck here. Oh, that disappeared. Come on, just little bits at a time. No, the tree, the poor tree. Just to get you little by little. Although it's not getting me any closer, really. It's just tipping me. Nope, come on. Onto there. Not really sure what this is going to do. Maybe if you do it enough, the truck will just freak out. Well, I am moving slightly. Oh. This is just so big. Nope, engine does not want. Oh wow, we actually got the engine going again. Come on. And push. There we go. Considering we're on a hill, that was not great. Oof, right. Let's get ourselves back on the road. This lamppost is gonna be getting in the way a bit now. Right, so then we pull it from here. The winch always looks like it's... Come on. There we go. Right, it's just facing the wrong way now. There are worse problems to have. Ooh, that massive hitbox. Let's have a look at that one again. Why do they make the hitboxes so big? Alright, spin it around, we'll tip it over again. I would use the crane, but it's just too short to do anything. Alright, this'll be it. Promise. The max hitbox was altered. Oh, so it should perform a bit better then. I only struggled with it in select circumstances, so it makes it a bit easier to use overall. That's good. Can't wait to immediately just get stuck with the Neo Falcon and be like, ah, well, it's completely different to this. And drive it somewhere a bit more appropriate. But for something the size of this, Amur's a pretty good testing ground. Yo. Leave that there. Isn't across here normally quite muddy? Well, it seems alright. Perfect. Right, well, let's jump in. Let's see what this is capable of. Oh wow, you sit close to the steering wheel. It's got a horizontal speedo. A digital horizontal speedo. Interesting. It's quite dated inside. Wow. That's... My guy needs to take some driving lessons based on the revs then. Whoa, flooring it. But for its size, it's got pretty big wheels. I mean, obviously these aren't chain tires, so I'm not expecting miracles up here. So what have we got? 90 litres. Nope, too much in the snow. Come on, you can get a bit. You've got enough for traction there. Maybe it's a bit more suited to the highway gearbox because it's revving like mad. And already covered in mud. That didn't take much. We just think redlining. Also, the fuel gauge doesn't actually match what we've got, which is weird because it does in other trucks. Yeah, just redlining. It's fine. Yeah, maybe the other gearbox would be better. But without initially driving it first, you don't really know. I believe I've got the OS1 tires equipped. It doesn't have its own set. Oh, I found a hole in the earth. Alright. What? What? Where did that come from? It just... You accelerate and it just goes... Vroom, vroom. It's... Like, what? It's just a random soundbite that plays. Oh, sorry, is the ground too hard? Despite driving it in a straight line. It's just, the engine sound is just rubbish. Oh, the snow is so bright. No matter what you do, you get the same. And there it is, just for no reason. Again. Might give this a drive around Alaska. Actually, see how that does. But you can see it's got a lot of ground clearance, which makes it fairly ideal for most situations. So it's handled that coastal path without much issue. Right, we've got a bit of mud now. Let's see. Well, apparently even that is too fast. Oh, the fuel tank is right at the back there. Oh, yeah, it wasn't for stopping. Tell you what, we'll take this other path. Actually, I'm not sure how far I'll get because there's the ice cliff. I'll get the corner eventually. There we go. Because not even the differentials don't really touch the ground. Only a little bit. Well, actually, if it's going to be like this all the way through, then maybe I won't try and get to the Northern Aegis installation. Because this is slower than the Burlac. Ooh, speed increasing. There, okay. Alright, we'll see how we go through here. Well, a bit more. Now I'll tell you what, we'll take it to Alaska. But first, I will show you the new trailers. Oh, we'll put the other gearbox in it as well. So obviously there's a Scout flatbed, the scanner thingy. We've now got this, the Scout service trailer. How high does that little wheel hang? It might be okay. It's a miniature version of the maintenance trailer. We've then got this, which is a larger mini version of the maintenance trailer. Although it makes this car look pretty small. So you've got 323 and 220 litres, which, given the size of it, is not amazing. Scout fuel carrier, as always. Right, let's recover that. Let's change the gearbox. Freeway. So I'll grab the Burlac as well. We'll jump to... Oh, is this... No, I didn't leave a truck on the map. Alaska or Tamir? Tamir's a bit more muddy, isn't it? Nope. Oh, I know how to play this game and navigate the maps. I know what I'm doing. Oh, right. Let's see where this can go. Oh, that's what I need to test. So I've taken the spare wheel off. Can it still tow a trailer with the spare wheel? Some trucks, it doesn't like it. Yeah. Oh, also, why aren't there any spare wheels in this? Look at all the space it's got. So yeah, in order to use a trailer with this thing, you need to take the wheel off. Which, I don't... Hitbox reasons, right? So you have a marginal increase in fuel consumption, as per. Do you want to try 6th gear or just redline in 5th? Well, there we go. And then back to 1st because this game just... Oh. High range seems a bit slow. Alright, how is it going to do as a Wii Explorer? Make our own trail. Nope. Immediately foiled. None of the bodywork really overhangs, which is good. Good for getting in and out of ditches. Just kept that going, roughly. I've no idea where we are now. We've just going to encounter the big no entry sign in a minute. But it seems to be doing the job. I mean, this ground isn't particularly... I thought there'd be more mud out here, to be honest. No, that was... alright, that was... big ditch. Fuel consumption seems fairly standard. It's actually got a pretty big fuel tank. Maybe it's super compressed. Is there a road around here somewhere? But it just constantly sounds like it's on the limit. It's not nice to listen to. Alright, I can at least see this ditch coming. Oh, are we stuck? Yes, no. I think this can have a roof rack as well. So if you wanted to keep it small and tow one of those big supply trailers, oh, it's a bit of a risk. Oh, I'm here. Oh. Oh. I'll fall down. We're in Mudsville. I mean, it's getting through. It's not even using mud tires either. Let's cut down into the middle. I mean, it seems pretty good so far. It's just the engine sound really is grating. But we'll give it a test with it. What? We'll give it a test with the trailer going through mud. Oh, can we have a look underneath? It'll stay in high gear as well, kind of, as long as you can keep the wheels spinning. Oh, it doesn't like that. Yes, that's... That's definitely driving. We cheering up the world. Right, let's attach a trailer and go through some mud. Because they had all these scout trailers, but they don't really get used because most of the other scouts can't really tow a trailer, so let's go with this one first. So this seems quite fitting. The scale matches. The number plate is it's just EU, not... Where's the country? EU's not a country. Right. They put quite a lot of detail into this little trailer. It's nice. Apart from the number plate. Right. So, all-wheel drive. Helps us get through. Gonna need low range, so we're just gonna spin the wheels. So the typical issue is the little dolly wheel that supports the trailer when it's parked. You see that's carving a little path. And the scout trailers tend to have quite small wheels anyway. To be fair, it's getting through this mud patch as quick as what the Mac could with with cargo. You know, that's not too bad. But I mean, I don't know why you would use this over, just say, a truck with a maintenance frame or a van body, because there aren't any sort of scout specific maps. But I bet this kind of trailer makes it into expeditions. Maybe they're just testing it. Yep, so that's pretty much fine. I will test the Mac, actually, as well. Right. Attach that. Get rid. Recover. Wait, where's... Oh, did I leave it in the garage? Oh, you plank. Alright, where... M for Mac. Mac defense. That's K. There we go. The not the fuel miser. Because look, it's actually a bit weaker. What did I always use? High range gearbox, right? I think. It's not active. We'll see. We'll use it stock tires because they're a bit wider-ish. Gaugeable, yeah. Well, we're not going to need this. Not where we're going. We don't need this. I know it can do long logs, so let's try that. Alright, we'll see how we do through the old mud pit with the 3 different tires. Yeah, there we go. Typical bit of speed. There's some damage for you. But, oof, yeah. The Neo Falcon, I feel like if you're going to drive it, you might want to just turn the engine volume down in game. Or else it's going to be fairly awful. So we'll bolt it in there and we'll see how we do for getting out. I mean, the changes might not affect its performance in this kind of ground, but it's kind of the same as what it was, performance-wise. Yeah, pretty much the same. I'm gonna get out of this bit. Yeah, get in there. So it gets there eventually, but still pretty slow in mud. It's pretty foggy. Yeah, there's some more damage for you. How dare you use high gear? No, that is not allowed. Let's see this hill. More dirt than mud coming this way. So when you said that the max hitbox was altered, was that across the axles? Is that axle collision related? I don't read the patch notes, not anymore. Right, remove cargo and trailer. Right, let's change tires. Let's go with the OHS2. Slightly more rounded. You think they raised the bottom of the axle collision? Okay. Ah, yeah, so really deep mud, yeah, it's really not going to make any difference at all. But I mean, in, what map? Yeah, in the update, the Season 10 map, there was only one area that I had issue. And that was the blah, 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 blah. We have to drive, you drive through the swamp. There's the little road next to the swamp area where you find they got the, what is it, a Transtar or a Zix. You recover that little bit, but pretty much everywhere else is fine. The steering is still the best thing about this truck. Such a tight turning circle. Right, same again. Right, how quick will it get out? Or will it? It might not. Oh, well, I suppose I didn't raise the suspension on the previous attempt. Let's see. We're not getting anywhere there. Push the wheels down a bit. But it's still likely to affect the overall performance in mud with a height change. I mean, it might perform a bit better if it was the raised suspension, because that tends to be just a little bit taller anyway than active. I can't see where I'm going. Not quite cutting through as well as the Mac tires. I mean, the truck did opt for second gear when it was barely moving. And then I clip the grass just a little bit to maybe help it there, but... Oh, that's where its story ends. Alright, let's change the tires again. OHS1, which are for some reason lower in the list. I think I just stuck with the regular Mac tires in my Season 10 stuff, so... Might just be worth still sticking with them. What is the... I can keep time of day as midday, but I have no control over the weather. I wish I could stream at a higher frame rate. You see everything the way I see it. Third load of logs. I was gonna say there was a bit more forward momentum there, but that was very short-lived. That is, oh wow, it was already in the raised position. Oh yeah, don't use these tires. I'd stick with the standard Mac ones, but I think the performance is a little better. Let's see if I take the load off. Will it actually climb through? Not really. Yeah, oh, that front right, I didn't realize, is way gone. Right, anyways. I will get another burlap. Luckily, it's first in the list. Let's give it a go with a high range gearbox. Skip that. Just drive it as is. Maybe I'll add a snorkel. Why is it so foggy? Alright, how's the high gear speed? Just over 30 kilometers per hour. I mean, oh, and it's raining. Damn, no visibility. I mean, it should make mincemeat of pretty much all of Tamir, really. Is it worth using this over... Oh, actually, the fuel consumption is a lot higher. It's 14 and a bit. For... I don't know, slight gain in speed, but oh, your fuel's definitely not lasting as long. We'll go and visit Tega. I did have a comment one time in the video for getting the Tega, and they said, I got there and the Tega wasn't there. Like, well, you've already done it then. It's already been collected. I mean, low gear is low gear, that's not going to change much, but I suppose, you know, with this arrangement you get around a little bit faster. Is it worth it over the rather than the standard gearbox? I don't think so. Right, how do you do towing? The engine is broken. Well, that didn't go very well, did it, for a towing mission? Oh god. Oh, hang on. Oh, wait, what? Right, and now the middle. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll try and tip myself over. Or just drag it along the floor. Yeah, that's not really ideal, is it? And that being the autonomous winch being so short. It's the price you pay. Now I just feel like I'm rolling around in the dirt. Oh, I can't even winch to the Tega. I've just put it on its roof. Whoops. Yeah, somewhat top heavy, you could say. And it doesn't help that it's square as well. Ooh. Right, grab those. Jump into there. If anybody has a specific map or truck. Oh, the Mastodon. I'll have a look at that. We will have a look at the Mastodon. Which involves going right to the very end. Well, I might have actually. Do I have one in storage? Oh, I do. And it's snazzy colours with its water tank. Fine tune. Advanced special. That was the slow one. Oh, doesn't this fit in? Can I see the speedo? Nope, I can't figure out which one it is. Which one is it? Or maybe they're not bothered. So they just didn't have one. So as per, high gear is slower than top speed auto. Do we notice a change when we go into low plus? Well, it's not helping. I'm driving up a hill I can't actually drive up. But I think the speed has increased. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Spin move. Right. Let's reset and get out on the ice. This should be fairly straightforward. Should be, but you never know. Maybe they gave it the snazzy bright paint scheme as a middle finger to certain nations. So wide. As we suspected, you know, just gets through there. So, 6th gear, pretty good. Oh no, we fell through the ice. Can we make it out? Not by steering. Okay, so it's either the same speed or high gear is slightly faster now, rather than being a lot slower. It does baffle that it took, I don't know what, 4 months, 3 months to fix. Is it what, not just like a speed value? But it does appear to work properly with a high speed gearbox, with the advanced special gearbox. Either that or they made low plus slower. But we should be able to just high gear straight up here, given we've got 8-wheel drive. And momentum. Which one of these? There is just no speedo. If only I could read. Holding it well, good speed. Yeah, I think it's fixed as rather than just having a really slow high gear. Which I always thought was a bit bizarre. But that was the favourable theory on the Snowrunner Reddit. I'm glad it was wrong. There we go. Nice having a little slippy slide. Right, let's have a look at a map that isn't just... Oh, the bear light's gonna flip over like crazy here, isn't it? No such thing as a flat surface here. Alright, get rid of that. Bring out that. I don't know, the high gear is faster than it was. But it's... I can't quite tell if it's the same speed or just a touch faster in high gear. But it's definitely faster than it was, because it used to be like half the speed. Mastodon's medium log and trailer now. Oh, well, I never even thought to check that sort of thing. Just wanted to see how fast it went. Is it across this river? Oh, the bridge is out. Well, why don't we just drive in the river then? How deep could it be? Oh, it's quite deep. Although, is it? Oh, there are no winch points like on other ones. Come on. Okay, we need to push off the wall a bit. It is floating. Look. But it is also touching the sides. The current is too strong. Oh, actually, I'm gonna take the crane off. Take the crane off. So now it looks a bit odd because it's just got this step. I want to switch as well to the... Sorry. That one. Because if you combine... I put on the... whatever it's called. The slant back trunk kit. Although you can just tow a maintenance trailer. Oh, the trailer store is not even here, is it? It's in the north of the map. Go in the river on the other side of the bridge to avoid the current. But I've got to get to the other side first. Oh, I didn't take any damage then. Wait, did the frame actually prevent me taking damage? What? Hang on. Oh, the engine is in the front. The cage is actually doing its job. Interesting. Alright, let's see. I just want to see how far we could get in the water. Yeah, current's too much. Probably a bug, yeah, David. With a cage, you're supposed to take extra damage, right? That's... It's kind of okay getting through water. I wonder if this is actually really lightweight, like weirdly lightweight. But if it's not too deep, it will go through water. I'm starting to struggle. I mean, I am going against the flow as well. You go with the flow. Let's see how it does. Steer in the direction you're tipping. No, we're going over. Like, even though one snorkel is completely underwater, it counts as that everything is fine. I mean, this is how heavy the driver is. If you notice, if you've played co-op, it's very hard to flip over a truck that has a driver in it if you're the other truck. If you take the driver out, it'll flip straight away. I think the engine. Nice. Is there anything? No attachment points. There's 7 points left in the engine. Come on, a little more. Gosh, there's some weird physics going on. I don't really know what I'm going to do from here. Ooh, maybe this way. Nope. No, there'll be none of that. That's going to break. Right, I'm going to get another one. Because this'll be its chance to shine at pulling over another vehicle. It didn't do too well with the Tega. But that was fairly uneven terrain. Are you going to want to use this to try and recover the Derry Special? Probably not. So this is the highway gearbox variant. See how it acts as a bit of a dead weight first. Right, can we get... Is there a middle point? Yep. Doesn't help is the... I'm trying to winch and the current is towing me away. Because you see, the winch point isn't actually at the edge, it's more in the middle, which, if I'm honest, is a bit useless. Which is why it'll just slide across the ground. Now we've got a series of small fireworks going. Oh, look at that. Oh, does it not have twin exhausts? can I damage? There you go. That's how you damage the gearbox. But you have to damage the engine first. Oh, the additional fuel consumption is really not that bad. Apart from having to stop every once in a while because it's going to tell you that you're stalling. Oh, wait, I've only got like, yeah. 2 points left. I've got 1 point left. No, I've got 2. What? It's inconsistent damage values. Also, there's no cosmetic damage. At all, given all of the crashes and rollings over. Surely, if I put it in the water, that should help. Yep, that's what happens when you get the engine icon in the red, Chris. Yep, that's what happens. That any further collisions cause gearbox damage as well as engine damage, and it will occasionally just try and stall. But if I put this in the water, then there we go. We don't have the fireworks anymore. I've put the fire out. I fixed it. Oh, no, no, no. Get back in the water. Well, it's probably still doing it just underwater. But there you go. So if you're in this situation and your engine is backfiring constantly, just drive in a river. Very gently. It's not, well, it's like trying to set off in high gear and it just says, nope, you're stalling. Right, that's enough of that. Where the trailer store's up here, right? Or we'll go somewhere else. We'll go to Northport. So it really itchy foot. Oh. So we've got the scout hitch on, so you know you could take this for an explore with the prototype exploration unit. You could take the tiny service scout trailer. This is probably not a bad shout. Right, we can. I'll swap out. I'll put the crane back on. Flatbed and crane. Because if you're going to use a trailer, you want to use the most lightweight one you can get access to. So it would make sense to use this over, you know, the big red one. And the crane can reach it. Ish. Let's see. Yep, nothing has been done. So all-wheel drive. It might as well just be always on. Alaska's got its narrow roads with its barriers. Got somewhat ice gripping tires. Right, let's grab a bit of cargo. You don't often need 3 cargo. You do in the earlier game, but not really later on. Is that the only cargo? Yeah. I feel like the crane unfolds pretty slowly compared to what it used to be. It's just, yeah. Because I noticed it was a couple of months ago, Angry Ginger Life does a lot of mods. Was confused that basically this crane had stopped working on his trucks. Look, that's... I can't pick up a little wooden crate. I have to be right in. I'm sure that's a lot worse than it has been. I mean, I think unpacked, these weigh like half a ton. So it's really, really not that heavy. Right, I'm not doing that again. It's actually kind of satisfying to see the back can be removed. Yeah, you can do a few different things with it, and you can change the trailer hitch between scout trailers like this one and the larger trailers. So the only thing it can't do is saddle jobs. So it can, in theory, move 5 cargo at once, because you could use the ramp flatbed trailer and its single slot there. But the single slot is wide enough for 2 cargo at the sort of same type. Is that this one? Yeah, I mean, I've got 3, but I only need 2. Oh yeah, obviously, I suppose it might be worth seeing how well it does with a medium log trailer, actually. It might be worth bobbing over to Michigan, because medium log trailers are pretty heavy, pretty awful to deal with. What's that music in the background? Madness. So this is back with the stock gearbox, which is basically the advanced special. It does hold onto 5th gear pretty well. It will just keep putting the power down rather than just flipping back to 1st when you have basically, if an insect steps in front of you and your tires slow down slightly, it just goes, nope, back to 1st gear. Drives more like high gear, really, by the speed. But this is not a bad looking arrangement. You stick a metal beam on there, some pipes. Cargo container would probably be fine on there as well. So I think I know what I'll be using in season 11 Let's Play. This kind of setup. I need 3 cargo. I know what I'm doing. Plus, this trailer is actually, you know, made to go through rough ground. Alright, we'll see. I'll get rid of this. We'll hop to Michigan. And right, let's get rid of all these bits and pieces. Recover. I say Michigan, it's just the first and easiest place I can think of to get medium logs. Ugh, I can't be bothered checking map runner. Let's take the crane off. We'll give it the best chance. We want the heavy hitch. I didn't take the crane off, did I? No. Did one job. I don't want that. And don't want that. And I don't want that. Oh, it's even more different now. Just taking everything off it. Oh, I've taken the roof rack off. Yeah, take the roof rack off. The guardrails apparently actually do work. Wait, what's that truck? Oh, it's a Mastodon with a tiny trailer. Right, where's the medium log trailer? Did I miss it? Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Luckily, I've already got some other trucks outside. But I didn't see the medium log trailer in that trailer list. So don't tell me they've added it in. This truck has this hitch. Or is it? Yep, there it is. Log trailer. Right, I'm going to pull out of that area. I still pretty much maintain that this Zix is better than the other one. This is peak Zix. You want the 605R over the 612, but that's just me. Right, let's see if I can hitch to this logging trailer, which I couldn't buy. You are joking. You can't. That's got to be a bug. There's one trailer that you could potentially use and you can't hitch to it. What? How does this stuff get... How is this not tested? Right, I'm good to try. Right, I'll see if I can... Yeah, it's definitely the heavy trailer hitch. Oh, right, take the safety cage off. Can you just take that off as well? Yeah, you can just completely remove it and just have this bare bones six-wheeler. Right. Heavy trailer hitch. This shouldn't make a These bits shouldn't make a difference, but it might have genuinely either. It might just be a tag issue that they've not changed. Right, so I can add the fuel trailer. The medium log trailer is just not in the list. Right, there's a note for Mr. Angry Ginger Life when I send him a message after this. That is... Yep, no attached trailer. Whereas if we get in the Zix, there we go. Yeah, so it's just that truck. Well, that's kind of silly, isn't it? That's very silly. Huh. Why have they done that? That's weird. Yeah, answers on a postcard. That's genuinely confused me. Oh, there's the supply box in the back. Strapped to the seat. So, yeah, so it can, you know, can have a bigger trailer. But just not that one. Why would they do this? Also, actually, to do a size comparison. And then wonder as to why this is actually referred to as a Scout. Yeah, it's not exactly small, is it? It's nearly as long. And he's taller. The 605R is only, it's only because it's got the roof rack. Would that make it taller? But otherwise, this thing is huge. Get a nice side by side. Zix for scale, yeah, because it's small. But you know, it's just a little Scout. It's just a little Scout. That's all it is. So I might as well in this last bit. I will show ye where to get it. Amur, Scandinavia. I think they got the Navistar towing the trailer there. Oristock. Might use the burlap to get the burlap. Why not? Alright, let's see if I can just remember it off the top of my head. It's not hard. So you got a trailer store just in the garage, which is always nice. So you want to come out and turn left. All that, I've got no spares either, really. Ideally you would go across this bridge, but the bridge doesn't exist. So you're gonna have to take the long way. Or cross the river. We've got snorkels. What's the worst that could happen? I mean, it's not a Dr. Pepper advert, so we should be fine. How are the rocks on the other side? Oh, not great. There's a bit of a gap on that side, though, but it doesn't look like I can see the bottom. Anywho. Follow the road left out of the garage. Do not try and drive over the broken bridge, and there are a lot of these broken road areas which will throw your trucks up in the air like you just don't care. You can get around most of them pretty easily. Oh, I wonder, can we go this way? Is this a shortcut? Probably not, because we do have to cross a river. So the truck is locked behind a task. where the the truck is the reward. Oh, I might be able to cross here. I mean, or you can just build the bridge. The bridge isn't exactly difficult to build. Well, that's quite deep. That's too deep. Right, let's escape. But it's one of these hybrid snowy maps where it's just warm enough. We're in, I don't know, spring or autumn. I'm getting impatient, waiting for a river crossing. That river is deep. You crossed the right side of the bridge in the map yesterday. Oh, okay. I mean, the map itself, really, the paved areas don't take long to actually navigate. It's just around the ways. I could have gone to the south, gone that way, but it's no issue. Oh, there's a Scout 800. Just, I don't know, they're going to call that a swamp, but you're like, well, it's frozen. It's just waterlogged. Not really a swamp. Luckily, I brought the fastest truck for the road. Beep, beep. I feel like you could put benches on this and ferry a few people. The bridge at the top is there. Yeah, I mean, I've driven around the map already. We're going to cross here, where it's nice and safe. But yeah, I mean, it holds its gear really well. I think only because I feigned a change of gear did it react to that. But we've got wooden houses for you to, well, take wood from. You need, what, one of the short planks, medium planks. There's the northern bridge up there. Maybe just see it. And then, oh, whereabouts was it? It's the bottom end of this waterlogged area. No, what? Yes, physics. Physics is my friend. Something's laughing at me in the distance. A donkey. It does just kind of bounce up. It is a weird. The vehicle is weird physics. Alright, come on. Get around this concrete post. You might be able to see it in the distance. Right. Get on a tree that won't just buckle as soon as I attach to it. Come on. Don't fall down, tree. Don't fall down. Oh, you stuck on that one. No! I always manage to fall in the most awkward of places. Although this thing is gigantic. A vehicle this big having an autonomous winch does seem a bit silly. Like, how strong is the winch? It's just ripping it across the ground. Really? That's... oh, I hate the distance. Or, well, lack of distance. No, come on, bite down. You slide across the ground. So basically, the lesson is don't tip it over, because it's a pain in the ass to get it back. Is it easier for me to just reset it at this point? Because now I'm partially on the roof. That tree is in range. But apparently not. Come on, wheels. Dig in, tip over. I swear nobody actually tests this stuff. 6 weeks on the PTS and you can't turn the vehicle over. Except without a hill. Yeah, because the winch points are so far inboard. Ugh. I don't think it's the spot, it's the vehicle. The Yar is quite prone because it's just got big flat sides that don't contour, so it just slides along them. It's got weird weight distribution and a crap shape. It's alright if you've got a hillside, but it's just agony. And it shouldn't have tipped over in the first place. I've now got Zorbs for wheels. But it just means it's a cautionary tale. Just slow down a bit. Right, so this loops around. I'm going to see if I can just go this way. I mean, for exploring this map, I mentioned I used the Voron D. Just it's pretty fun, pretty good at exploring. A little Voron. It's not a. Oh, that's deep. It's not a particularly difficult map. So we just go as the crow flies. Although the one thing I found weird so far with this update is the other map is just called By the Lake. It doesn't have a name. It has a description. A description that could fit this map because it has a lake. I mean, this is just Mountain Ridge. It's not named after anywhere. They've really been as vague as possible when it comes to naming everything in this update. Right. Can I get there? Or this way? Further on. Cannot remember. But yeah, apart from the inability to tow a medium log trailer, good truck. Would recommend giving it a try. Something different. Oh, there's a trailer that's stuck there. I'm just driving around aimlessly now. If that wasn't already obvious. But it's pretty scenic. But a lot of it is dirt roads. You go up into the mountains and it's a bit more like snowy mud. But most of the lowland stuff, at least in this map, is dirt. So I might be able to do pretty well with a Ford CLT 9000 if I'm tactical. Yeah, it's decent for scouts to drive around. The smaller scout, the Neo Falcon, yeah, get around here pretty easily. It's got very big tires for its size. So that's ooh, what do you get out of there? Oh no, that's where you take this in the end to finish its mission. Right, cut through. It's kind of a sawmill. There's loads of logs, so you can get planks, but it needs a generator. You got a loading bay over there. And there's a Kodiak. Is this one? Do you get XP for this one? No, so it might just be mission related. Come on. Make the turn, make the turn. Nordic Environment Agency. Not sure it's actually called that. But yeah, I think there is pretty much, it's not a ring road per se, but there is a paved road that does like a big N shape, and it connects the two gateways that go to the same map. But there are breaks in the road, so you do have to be aware of that. Got extreme speed here. Got to. Ooh, do I have to brake this left-hand bend? Nope, I'm good. But I do have to turn left here because we can't go over the bridge. Oh, gosh, yeah. It's not the fastest thing. What are we doing, about 25, 30 miles per hour? It doesn't feel that fast. But I swear the speedos are rubbish anyway. Right, let's not tip it over. There we go. We are not tipped. You can drive up there in the mountains, just sort of ahead of where the camera is. There's a little campsite up there, I think, by one of the watchtowers. This one's a bit steeper, right. Alright, so we're gonna nip across this ditch. And there it is. So I mean, I rescued this with Voron D. You can use whatever you want, pretty much, as long as you can get in the water. I'm going to have to get quite close because I've only got a short winch. So it's Troll Tamer. So you're just gonna... This is the most difficult bit. The truck comes with fuel in it, and it works. So if you need to, you can use the fuel it has inside, and it has the little repair module. So that has fuel in it as well. And like I said, it is in working condition. Pretty sure that tree wasn't there when I did this yesterday. Alright. Sorry, I'm gonna give you some damage. Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't have this tree. Or that, or I plowed it down. Alright. Back up. You like exploring with a Land Rover Defender? Yeah, it's a bit of a... Yeah, they ride so low to the ground. But, you know, they're not really made for what these maps are made for. I mean, they struggle with trailers. I don't know what it is about the winch graphics with this vehicle either. Always looks like it's going to fly off and snap. So as a reference point, you've got the iron and steel works, and control tamer is there, with the vehicle itself being about there-ish. So you could, that road goes all the way up and bridge and comes down, and then you follow it around, or go down here and upwards. The control tamer is genuinely, it's just deliver it to there and it's yours. Yeah, look at the winch cable. It's looking like it's about to snap. And just to make life easier, you might as well tow it with the engine on. It's not going to use very much fuel at all. Alright, we're just veering left. How slow is it off? Oh, I suppose, oh, if you've got the speed up, it's not much of an issue. I think it comes with about half a tank of fuel plus the spares in the back. So yeah, like it's really straightforward, easier than the Kenworth and the Mack missions, because there are no repairs involved. And the journey you have to tow the vehicle is entirely paved, pretty much, apart from the last 60 meters. And you've got a gateway, that's the southern gateway to the by the lake map. And the other is in the east, on the eastern edge, and then roughly in the middle. So this is my favourable camera side. So luckily all the smoke just comes out at one bit. Right, not going across the bridge. Take a right. We're heading for, I don't know, it's a big sawmill thing. And by the time you get to the big down arrow appears anyway. We just keep trundling. Given it's got a searchlight, I presume the headlights are pretty good. I really don't play in the dark anymore, because I've not been playing hard mode. So I've not had to worry about having extra headlights or anything like that. But the searchlights and spotlights tend to be pretty good. I think it was the Yar 87 that Had a little searchlight, which I think it had the same lumen as the sun. It was pretty good for lighting up those dark patches. Right, so you get to here, big red buildings, and you're going to cut through, well, in the way we did in reverse. Rightio, we should be alright to just maintain the gear. See, look, the winch cable's freaking out again. Don't really see it doing that on other vehicles. It's like it's not drawn long enough or something. Alright, come on. Get through the dirt. Brum, 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 brum. Well, this is not like the Neo Falcon just revving, topping the rev counter every time you go near the pedal. Oh no, here's the delivery point, yeah. I mean, it's super straightforward. Come on, a little more. Bingo. So you get 4,000. And if you jump in here, look, see, obviously I've used a bit of the fuel. Everything's in working order. It does actually have cosmetic damage. But, you know, you've got a spare 100 litres of fuel if you need it. So you can grab this and then go exploring straight away. And it's got some repairs in there so you can fix yourself up. So yeah, that is where we're gonna wrap things up and end it for today. So I hope you all enjoyed watching this random vehicle testing. I think it's been pretty good. It's, you know, they both seem like good little trucks. So I will be back on Monday with some more Ford CLT 9000 in Michigan. What are we still doing? Logging or something? Or cement for the really big end contracts, and then it's totally done. So yeah, I want to thank you all very much for watching. Have a great weekend, and I will catch you on Monday. Bye bye.